Here are some most mass production control should be skilled and more meeting engineering specifications here. Here are some live but variations values reduced we get here, and we must accompany here that is, those are some points must be here given, and those points are given here, and those are the points must be taken into account, and those are the here. A process must be describe existing one of four states here. Then there are some points about the process of described in four states here, and there is here state chaos features. Then there are some points of the charts given here in it, and variables that return control chart, and variables data is there, and there are some here difference between variable charts and other charts also here. There are some attributes control charts must be there, and there are notations of the variable control charts are there. There is also some of the X bar, then X bar 1, then ranges, then matrix, and those X bar charts also here. There are some points given here. There is highest upper limit and lower limit and difference in it is there must be there. There are some S charts here, parameters of S charts are given here also, and those are the parameters up to S chart here. Here lower limit control, then central line, then limit of the upper control. These are the points must be taken into account. Attributes of the control chart here emerge when things are contrasted with some standards or afterwards. They are delegated to whether they meet the standard or not. And in this chart, you will find those are the some here. Those are points P charts here. Assuming y is the quantity of distinct items must be there, and it is an arbitrary specimen of the length n, we expect y is the binomial irregular variable of square parameters also here. Here let the sample norm is determined by k. Now the chart is plotted as following as one here. P bar is equal to summation k, P bar j is equal to 1 upon k here. Then there is also NP chart here. If the width of the samples are equal size, then n will be then only it can be used by this NP chart here. There is also limit lower control and upper control line center limit upper control here. There is a C chart is given token here. Number of defects are counted by the using special type of C chart here. It is called C chart also variable that is aerial speed of occurrence of defect is invariable here. And this can be understood by the use using the following example. Examples stress are 1000 feet by the base of material on plastic film. The feet here. And then an atom, for example, scratches per scene, measures of time, for example, broken shapes every day. Any mix of these region charts are also there. Then there is also next point is that is given here is into bracket cy and standard deviation y here given is. Then average value of c is there. Then so the center of line and central limits of the lower and higher for the C chart here. C bar minus 3 standard deviation C is equal to C bar minus 3 under root C bar here. The central line here is C bar here. Then you will find that limit of upper control C bar plus 3 standard deviation C is equal to C bar plus 3 under root C bar here. Then 18 point U chart is there. If you find there is a variable value of the opportunity area, then one may be able to interested in using U chart in place of number of famous C chart. Here U1 is the number of defects as A1 in the ith area of the opportunity here. Then it is also then the average number of defects, and the central line and upper and lower control limits are U chart here. The limit of lower control, the limit of central line, the limit of upper control here. These are the points of the here also given. Then there is next unit is that is of the unit number 8 is here, and in this unit you will find that there is also pattern identification here. In this unit, you will find that there are different control charts of patterns are given here, and those patterns are chaotic functions and automatic here. Unit objectives here given understand the disbursement and causes of them, understand different control chart pattern here. Here, continuous effect of the progress, thus most of the difficult types of the variation of the identity we have seen here examples as the case of the here. Here we are, this is most difficult types of the process. This is also, it can create the control limits too wide the statistics also here. Examples that occur components from more than one source here, more than one sources persistence also here different operate variations of the gadgets both within the group variation and common causes variations are persistent here, but the critical distinction is there, and the is the number of efforts, no efforts and reading those are lying just outside the level of Six Sigma level are not only the identification of an out of control process or operations, but it is a clear sign of failed attempt to be near quantity level also. These things are a sign of these things are sign of any deviations from randomness or abnormality of the process is showing that process may be out of control here. According to C. Stewart's here experiments, it is evident the control limits are should be decided here. Following are here the rules regarding this. In order to determine the zone mentioned here, I suggest the following. There are 2 points here. To start with, get standards mistake by taking contrast between UCL, that is upper control limit, and second is and that at that point zone C limit are inside the line minus plus one standard blunder, and those zone B limits are the middle of the line of two plus minus two standard mistakes here. There are some types of control charge pattern here, and those are natural designs, shift in level example, then cycle designs, then while designs, then multi-universe, then instability and relationship. So these are the types of control chart here. Here, first one is the natural pattern. In this pattern, you will find that all the data would follow normal curve pattern there. And this all important and clearly visible characteristics of such pattern is given below here. There are three elements here. First, in average is the point to which all other points are never to it, nearer to it. Then second is some points might go up to the control limits, and it is very rare that the data points will exceed the curve also here. Then there are some mixtures here. All the data points here would follow normal curve pattern, and along with the almost all the will tend to go up and to the control limits also here. The few will near the central line here. They all important and clearly visible characteristics of such pattern is given following here. It has three characteristics here. Different people accomplish the task at different way. Different people use different equipment. Different people use different materials, machines, and operators or gauges here. Then sudden shift here in level also here given. All these data points should follow the normal curve pattern here given. And it also conceivable. There are 9 points here. Conceivable reasons for sudden movements, and those reasons are given here. And new criteria hardware. Second is new identification performance check, new test, then new machine setting, new provider, then inadequate or re-examine support, and change in gear alignment and improved handle capacity. So these are the points here, 9 points must be there. Then there are some trains here. All the data points would follow normal curve pattern here. Possibly here causes of trains are there are four causes here: equipment wear, then inadequate upkeep, gradual presentation, and process change or delay. These are the four causes of here. Then grouping or bunching here. In most all or most of the points beyond the control limit appear quite closer together here. These are the points must be here. Possible causes for the grouping or bunching is given here. Those causes are two types here. A variety of checking, inspecting things, and mistakes are pointed here. Then second is cycles here. Cycles repeated the data in cyclic form shows the trend in the data here. Here are some 3 points up here cycle data. Different people accomplish it takes a different way. Different people use different equipments and different people uses different material, machines and operations and gadgets also here. There are freaks here. Freaks are occasional occurrences that vary greatly from the normal pattern here. The figure is given here that the possible causes of the freaks are given here. Breakdown of equipment, different people accomplishment. Then there are some points must be here. Different people accomplishment. Then there are some instability. Insecurity is portrayed by the unnatural hues of variances and examples of display in consistent good and bad times here. It is as often as possible crazy of the both points are confirmed here. Then there are some points of the here that is the note here given that points possible causes of the instability here. There are some causes of the possible causes of the instability here, and those causes are here. 4 points here must be there, and different people accomplish the task. Then different people uses different equipments. Different property people uses different materials, machines, and operators, and unstable test equipment. So these are the points of the here unit number 8 here. Then you will find this summary of the unit here. We begin in this unit by explaining different types of spatial variations. Then those are between group variations and within the group variations, between group sources and variations of external sources. Then second is there are 15 control charts are there. A pattern whose detection is helpful in understanding, eliminating spatial resources variation in process also. In general, all must be applied cautiously in the context of the process being analyzed here. There are some key concepts are here, and those key concepts, first one is cycles. Here, cycle, it means the time series, any periodic variations may be described as a cycle. Then stratification, it is the classification or arrangement of something into non-similar groups also, that is stratification. Then trends, it is a general direction of which something is developing or changing, that is called trend here. There are also some exercise questions are also given at the end of this unit. You are given here some exercise questions are here. First one is define the different types of special situations with examples. Then second is here the questions is given to you here exercise number two here. Give the different types of control chart patterns and how they are different from each other. There is also further reading for you. Once they are Lindsay, the management and the control quality. Then Montego Mary DC. Here she has given the Journal of Quality Technology. Then Lawrence TJ. He has economic design and flowchart. And these are the further reading or references also here. Then you will find that unit number 9 is here. The philosophies in TTM. There are some points. Structure is given here. Introduction, then unit objectives, components of profound knowledge, Deming 14 points, Duran's quality trilogy. Then is Duran's philosophy similar or different to Deming's? Then Crosby's absolute of quality management. In other quality philosophers, Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award MBQA here. Baldrige Award framework, key issues addressed in Baldrige Award scoring system. How are Baldrige Award criteria commonly used by companies that don't apply for? Then Baldrige criteria support Demings in 14 points. Then ISO 9000. Then process of obtaining ISO 9000 registration. Reasons for comparing purpose of ISO 9000 registration. Controversial ISO 9000 summary and key concepts and exercise and further reading. So here in this unit you will find that Deming chain reaction flow chart shows the how the activities are related from providing more jobs and greater economy also. Then work actually led to the increase in productivity, and that is also increase in the marketing with the very high standards of quality at the very less lower of prices. If this process is followed, then a firm can stay in the market for very long time. So it will create more jobs and greater economy also. So in this way, you will find that there is a Deming definition. He has given the definition here. According to Deming's definition, never define or describe quality precisely, focus on the reduction of variability or uncertainty of production and the design continuous improvement never ending cycle. Here that means cycle means cycle chain or chain reaction system of profound knowledge. 4 points are identified here. There are some three unit objectives are there. First one is understand productivity. What do you mean by productivity? There mutual support of the 4 points of the productivity, profound of the knowledge here. Then here second objective is understand Malcolm Baldrige. Then third one is understand ISO 9000 here. The mutual support 4 points must be profound knowledge here. And those 4 points are here appreciation of system, then understanding of variation, then third is theory of the knowledge, and fourth is psychology there. Here in this appreciation of system, all the components must be work together to be effective. All people work together to contribute their improvement. Second is understanding variation, comprehension of the measurable hypothesis first C, then listen variations to the decisions, training, and technology. Third is theory of knowledge. It influences Charles Lewis. There is no knowledge without interpreting knowledge, unrealistic without hypothesis. Experience is not theory here. Thus, it is a kind of causes and effect relationship here also. Then there is psychology, fourth point here. Understand the individual, association, specialist, administrations, how they cooperate here. Diverse methods and learning for various individuals also. Pay is not an inspiration at the point of when individuals comprehend framework, they cause accuse people as they oppose to looking for main drivers of issues here. So these are the mutual 4 points for profound knowledge also here. Then next point is here, Deming's 14 points here. He has defined 14 points here. First point is make dream or show responsibility here. This is the first point. Here, responsibility means business is not just for benefit like the expenses here. The second point is take new rationality. Business must adopt client-driven strategy to survive also here. Then there is also a third point is that is of comprehend investigation. Employees must assume liability for their duties. This is the third point. Fourth point is that is quit settling on choices of light of cost. Then here quit settling choices of light of cost initial long haul association with the providers. Fifth point is it enhance constantly forever. Do it or make it as lifestyle as in Thailand in Japan. Then organization training. Employees are most noteworthy asset of the health them with the preparing an instrument to exceed the expectations there. Then seventh point is here establishment of leadership here. Instead of supervising, giving genuine directions or decide, leadership must be there. Then eighth point is drive of fear. Try to acquire regard from the supervisor and addition to the specialist also. Now the eighth point is drive here fear. Try to acquire regard from the supervisor and addition specialist here. Ninth point is streamline teamwork. It is the break of the work as per ability. Then 10th point is inherit trademarks or urgings here. No mottos or publications should be adequately overseen there. 11th point is annual standards here. Management to comprehend a framework and more towards the improvements. 12th point is that destroy boundaries to pride workmanship here. Value and reward specialists endure. Do not treat them like sterling wares here. Point number 13 is that empower the instructions and self changes. Continue wide training and self-improvement create work of person here. He has given the 14th principle that is 14 point make a move, transform from the top administration or expel the conventional wasteful and various level structure here. So these were the demons here. These were the principles or points given by Mr. Demi 14 points here. Now there are some 3 points given by Duran's quality trilogy. Trilogy that means here 3 points he has given quality planning. In this there is a process to get ready and meet objective. Second is quality control. In this, there is a process of meeting objectives amid operations. And third point is analogy is quality improvement. In this process, there is a process of getting through the series of execution of goals here. Here, point number 9.5, Iran's philosophy is similar or different to the Deming's. Here you will find that greater amount of indistinguishable over distinctive nature of the basic in future worldwide business. Highest point are here management dedications crucial, total quality management recoveries, cash obligations for administration, not labors need for challenging methodology progressing more like than different one here. There are some Crosby's epsilons of quality management and basic elements of improvement here. Here he has given some points. Those points are 6 points here. Quality means conference of requirements, not elegance here. It must be described as organization or nobody will acknowledge what they ought to be here. Then second point is that there is no such thing as quality issue. The issue is not quality office. These anchor in it alternation workplaces also. Then third point is no such thing as economics of quality. Here, do it right the first time or it is always cheaper. Quality is free here. Then fourth point is only performance measures is cost of quality. Cost of non-conformance, most affiliation something through the 15 to 20 of these offers dollars as per quality expense. Then fifth point is only performance standards show defects here. Concentrate on averting absence here instead of simply restoring them, the stealing them also here, settling them. And fourth point is that is of Crosby is the for the most part of the behavioral approach as opposed to the Deming utilization administration and association instead of insight to draw the progressions. Few subtle elements and concentrate on the administration and considering. In this way, very little regard for the Crosby beliefs also here. There are some other quality philosophers also, and those names are given here. A. Y. Having Baum here. He is as institution saying TQC, three stages to the quality leadership. Here, sound, then administration versus response, then consistency, then modern quality innovations, and organizational committee here. Next philosopher is known as Karo Ishikawa. He has developed a participative base of perceptive worldview, trade symbols approach, and Japanese animation. He has given that information. He stated breakdown in utilizing basic opportunities and continuous visuals. Utilize fractal estimates, and he has stated its collaborations also. There is next point is that is Zenit here high Daiichi. He has classified the monetary benefits of the diminishing variety. Expenses not really speak to the estimations of the value of trademark or length of long as atoms are inside determined qualities. His misfortune, the littler the variety, better quantity, quality atom are steadier, aggressive, expenses are less. His misfortune, the nearer to limit and higher to misfortune, higher irregularity, bring down the quality also here. So these were the some historicals or he has given. The next point is that Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award MBQA here. He has given some agenda there, and there were 3 points. assistance to eliminate US forms and enhance productivity as well as quality. Then second point is he has given that is of the here acknowledge the achievement of the firms, motivate to others and to set up criteria. And the third point is provide participation directions to organization here. Then there is the next point is that is Baldrige Award framework and importance of the each element in quality system. He has given three criteria. First criteria is that is of delivery of ever employing value to customers. It means contribute the success. Then second is improvement of all organizational effectiveness. And third is personal organizational learning here. There are some points of the issues here addressed in each of the seven categories here and of the criteria performance excellence here. There are seven categories here given. First one is leadership. Here focus on the customers and stakeholders, innovating and learning also. Second point is strategic planning. It is the target and plan systematic how to pick up them and how quantify them. Third is client and market focus. How association and fabricates associations with the clients and markets and how consumers loyalty is in accomplished here. Then the next point is to analysis of information. There is analysis of information. How to analyze the performance of the data expected expansion also. There is next point is fifth point is that is HR focus. Here in the HR focus you will find that association of motivation to job for execution of greatness and positive workplace also. Here next point is that is of process management. In this there is customer central outline inter and benefit conveyance, key business and bloster forms also. The next point is business results here. Improvement and performance measurement in product and customer satisfaction and service performance here. Next point is Baldrige Award scoring system. He has given some scoring system and that rate of score from 0 to 100 additions of 10 given to everything here. Approach is here method of or procedure of used here finish assist. First one is that is of appropriateness, second effectiveness, third arrangement, fourth proof of development, fifth arrangement limit to methodology and connected to all prerequisites of the things here. Next is utilization of approach intending to these necessities. And last one is utilization of approach by all proper courses here. The next point is that how here are the Baldrige Award criteria commonly used there. Here, by the point here, 12 point here, how the Baldrige Award criteria commonly used by the companies and that don't apply for the award here. Here that means utilizes for the self appraisal or interior acknowledgement of programs. So regardless of the possibility that no goal to apply for the honor, it can be helpful for the organization. Then here the next point is that is of quickness changes endures here. That means quickness changes must be endures here and cumulative implies learning from criticism here. Learning must be done by the criticism and trade of data request help the criticism also. There is also exchange of information and ask for help or feedback. It means the exchange of information here. Next point is that is here, Baldrige criteria support Deming's 14 points here. He has given some 4 points here. That is, make, dream, or exhibit of responsibility. There are 14 points here. That means it is called leadership category here. Second point is that new theory, organizational leadership thing. Third is process management category. It is also comprehend the unification. Fourth is fit setting or on choice of the cost. That means process management of classification here. Then fifth is enhance uniformity forever, continual changes, central estimation of criteria there. Point number 6 is that establishing training, prepare for employees, education, then development also. The next seventh point is establish diverse categories, one leadership. Then 8 point is drive out fear. That means HR must be focused on. The ninth point is upgrade teamwork. HR focus and teamwork all in criteria. Then 10 point is dispense with the appeals and trademarks. Move point not straightforwardly, then they too. Point number 11. Here, dispense with the shares, that is strategy development, then organizational leadership, then process management, and here analysis also there. There are some points of the here, that is of sub instruction 13 point here. Self-changing development, employee education, and employee satisfaction. Then makeover here is also is makeover leadership category also there. There is also here. There are some points of the here. Question is given for you. Here is a check your progress. What are the ISO 9000 here? Key components of ISO 9000. Establishment of 1947 suite. ISO implies equal. Then there is also quality confirmation equivalent to peers. Then there is also pursued in 100 nations here. There are some 5 objectives are there of the ISO 9000. First objective is accomplish or keep up, try persistently enhance the atom quality. Second is enhance the nature of the functions of the achieve client and pattern needs. Third is to give certainty of the inside administration and representatives that quality projects are to be being satisfied here. Then fifth is here. Fourth is give uncertainty client partners. Quality prerequisites are accomplished in atom benefits here. And fifth objective is to give certainty, quality, arrangement, administration, and necessities are satisfied. In this point, you will find that there are some 2 points here. Organization can be profit, but not at exhaustive business execution structure is there. And third point is that is here ISO 9000 gives an arrangement of good essential rules and a fantastic beginning at the stage of organizations without formalities here. Then you will find that there is also enrollment of this might be upper hand, especially the benchmarking of mechanical or benefit of classification and market situations also there. So these are some points of the here must be there, and those points are given here. Enrollment, benchmarking, and now there is a like 15 process of obtaining ISO 9000 registration here. There are some points here must be noted that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points are there. Outsider reviews short confirmation, then handled in started in UK. then recorded or here the upper organization acknowledgement. Then next is handle document, then pre-appraisal, appraisal by going by groups of reviewers, then observations, rectification, singular destinations must be investigated separately from corporate office, then each and every cost consumed by the candidates, then next point is here, uh, in point of of 50 crore, then here interior expenses may surpass $100,000 here. So these are some points must be noted about the process for involvement also here. Then there are some points of reasons completing companies pursue 9,000 registration here. ISO standards, there are some recommendations or documents for all problems. They are expected to to wide range of organizations. In some outside business sectors, then frequently vital for the item accreditation and required for universal here intensity. There is controversial of ISO 9000 here also. There are some original standards also. Original standards and 1994 revisions allowed for only sir. So here, and then there are some points must be noted about here circuit even if they produce poor quality products as long as here was done consistently, then focus on passing test of here in spite of enhancing quality process. 2000 revisions here joining the numerous Bazri criteria. In any case, ISO 9000 still not a true business execution structure here. Here, summary is given. The philosophy and framework deals with the work of Deming, Juran, Malcolm. Then there are some key concepts here. Profound knowledge. It is a four-section strategy that portrays the relationship between fundamental segment and frameworks here. Then there is next point is that is a variation. It is inevitable change in the yield of purpose uh, effect of the framework. Then third point is quality arranging. It is deliberately process that makes an eradication of segment with the work course of action. Then quality change or although the way to deal with the this diminishment of year of waste, revamp and misfortune and underway process. Then performance. This is the excellence performance is perfection of altitude to the coordinate. Then ISO 9000. It is the group of related of the auditable global benchmark on supplementary rule for quality administration and quality affirmation here. Then there are some exercises given. Give the brief description of Deming's chain reaction. Then compare Deming's and Juran's philosophy here. So these are some questions here. Third question is that is of what do you understand by ISO 9000 and right registration process of 9 ISO 9000. So these are some questions and we have to work for them. Because we are going to start here the new subject here that is HRA. And we shall stop here now. Unit number 9 is completed here.